Holy crap, what am I doing here at this time of the morning? Where I am right now, it is 8:41 a.m. Welcome to another episode of Old Head Reacts. I haven't done an Old Head Reacts in a long time, and listen, I even have morning voice and morning allergy voice at that. But I've got some coffee. I'm waking up. Fancy cranked and ranked mug, which you can get on, go down and look at the shop stuff. If you know Cranked and Ranked, it's a podcast and YouTube show that you should be watching and or listening to. Anyway, we're here in the morning at this god-awful time of the morning. I would never do a video this early. I am not a morning person. But today is an important day because Megadeth just released the first single from their brand new album, which is called The Sick, The Dying, ... and The Dead, which is, I'm assuming, is the way that it's formatted is a homage or something to So Far So Good, So What? So, yeah, Megadeth, one of the biggest metal bands in the world, and, one of my favorites, and always interested to know what they're going to come back with. And it's been, how many years since 2016 was Dystopia, and now we're in 2022. You do the math. This is the first album with Dirk Van Buren, is that how you say his name, on drums, and the return of Steve DiGiorgio on bass guitar, and of course, Kiko, whose name I always mess up, on lead guitar. Fronted by Mr. Dave Mustaine, of course. And there's been a nice build-up to this new album and this new track. So I thought I would give it a listen. Now, here's the thing. Down here in a little corner, you'll see the music video and you'll hear the song and listen along with me. Unless YouTube is a little bitch and they fucking block my video for that. If that's the case, you might see a little picture of the album cover down here, and you'll see me kind of bobbing my head to nothing. Who knows? I'm going to bring you whatever I can bring you. I've learned that some people, if you've got millions of subscribers, you can play whatever the fuck you want in your videos. Apparently us lower people, we can't. So, but I'm going to give it a shot. Let's find out how it goes. And then, of course, I'll critique the new Megadeth song, which is called We'll Be Back. Although right here it says, We'll Be Back Chapter 1. I don't know if that's like Chapter 1 meaning the music video or the actual track is part of another thing. That's interesting either way. Hold on one second. There we go. Starting to feel it. All right, so let's jump into Megadeth with their brand new track, 2022, Will Be Back. I mean, they are back, but the song is called Will Be Back. Let's do it. All right, that was like a little mini movie in the music video there, a little action film for you. If you could see it. If you couldn't, then it was blocked and I had to remove it. Could you even hear it? That who knows? Who knows how this is gonna go? If you were with me the whole time there, I liked that. Were there things about it I didn't really like? Yes, because once again, Megadeth threw in that riff that I don't know why this has become the riff that not every, but a lot of older thrash bands all throw in, I guess because they get stuck in a rut. And it's always the like that riff. It's on Overkill, like every band, just throw out a band name, they probably have a riff. Maybe not Testament. Let's give them. But they may have had it too. But it's kind of a lazy riff. And if you find yourself writing that riff, I don't know who will hear me out there in metal world. If you hear that kind of riff coming out of you, you scrap that song. But luckily there was enough interesting stuff happening. And the main riff was very cool. Honestly, the main riff and the melody or the, I don't know, the way he was singing the verses sounds like something that would have come straight off of P Cells, But Who's Buying? Which some people would say, oh, well, they're just going back, back to the well, as it were. But I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing in this case, because it's got an updated feel. The leads and solos in it were great, obviously, because Dave only surrounds himself with fantastic musicians, and he's a fantastic musician, and so there's a lot of that, and I dig that as well. Now, the song for me took a really big turn and became really cool. The whole last part, the last riffs that happened in there, and the kind of instrumental outro part of the song, that was cool. And so all of those things together, like, you may have the little riff that popped up a little bit that's very generic, and you may have some stuff that's kind of like a throwback to stuff that Megadeth have already done. But that end part seemed pretty forward thinking. The one thing I'm going to have to say is I feel like over the years, Dave Mustaine's lyrics have gotten more and more boring. And so I listen to the lyrics and I go, what does this even mean? Who is this for? Because it's, if it's for the Go America crowd, then I guess, because most people aren't really going to read into the lyrics anyway. They're going to see the video and hear the few words they hear, and they're going to make the decision they make. Because if we've learned anything about people out there, they don't pay attention to lyrics really. But I do. And just overall, I was kind of like, it could have been more interesting, lyrically speaking. But that being said, overall, if I was going to give this a score, I've never given scores to songs before. Let's do it out of 5. I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5, because I did like it. I'm gonna pre-order the album because I'm a Megadeth fan, and even their most kind of kind of stuff is still entertaining to me, because I've been a fan for such a long time. But that's a good beginning. It's thrashy. People are gonna love that it's thrashy. And Dave's voice, sounds pretty good. It sounds very, very edited. Like he had to do each little line one at a time to get them all together. But he's getting older. Stop fucking with older people who can't sing as well, because it happens to everybody. It will happen to you one day. You're gonna wake up one day and be old and lame. Not me though. Anyway, so that was We'll Be Back. From the brand new Megadeth album, The Sick, The Dying, and The Dead, which comes out September 2nd. But you can pre-order it now. If for some reason I had to remove the video and the song, I'm going to post a link down in the description. It's easy to find, but if you just don't want to go very far, just click it. Cool song. Not perfect, but promising for the new album. And I haven't done a reaction in a long time, and honestly, my reactions are now reserved for shit that I'm excited to hear, like this. And so, thank you for joining me on this. What day is it even? Thursday morning. Woo! Listen to Cranked and Ranked, folks. We did a Cranked and Ranked on Megadeth a long time ago. Anyway, yes. Thank you very much for joining me for Old Head Reacts. I will see you all again very, very soon.